Okay. Hey everybody, here with Jen Alley, Jen Collier to me back in the day, with an edition of Common Ground. So, as a reminder, Common Ground is connecting the things that are the same, the things that are different, and then something we see in each other that we might want or desire for. All right, so I'll start out and make it easy for you. Good with that? Okay. All right. I think
We're starting with what's different or what's
the same. What's the same?
Okay.
I think you and I, and Julie's on the other side of the room, so I have to qualify this because she will immediately disagree. I think we both listen intently.
Mm-hmm.
When literally, like it's eyeball to eyeball, what's going on, you listen all the way through the sentence, every word of the sentence, and then you decide what to do with it after that. And I think when I'm listening, I do that. If there's something else going on and somebody yells at me, like Julie, like, hey, what about this? I may not be listening to that, but when I'm listening to someone, it's kind of clear the desk mentality, and I think
Right.
we do the same thing.
Okay.
Second thing, and I think this probably would surprise people, I think you're really competitive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you want to win. You want to succeed in things, and it's like it's an inner quiet competitiveness. My competitiveness is a little different. I
Okay.
can get angry and I can be whatever, but I think you're really competitive. What do you think of that?
Really?
I think so.
All right, my third thing.
Do you think I'm competitive, Ken?
Yeah, I think you're committed. Yep.
My third thing is, I think you and I both, I desire for efficiency. I want things to be in the same place, in the right place, at the right time, so that when it's time to go somewhere,
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna grab this, blah, blah, blah. And I see this in you, where you like to have things organized, ready to go, clean, maybe attached to that, but certainly set up for whatever's gonna happen in those days.
Right.
Is that
Very
true?
organized, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Very
So-
orderly.
So those are my three things. You listen intently, you're competitive, and you like things set up, ready, organized.
Okay.
What are your three sames?
So mine is that I think that we both are very genuine people, meaning like what you see is what you get. I'm like, I don't really care what's going on with anybody else.
Yeah.
It's like, I am what I am. I feel like you're a very real person.
Yep.
You're the same Mike here that you would be out with other people or whatever. I just feel like you're a very genuine person,
Yeah.
like not, out to impress or whatever. You're just,
That's good.
would you think that? And I feel like I'm that too. Like I'm the same Jen where in whatever situation, I'm the same person.
That's good.
And I also think I'm very, and I think you are too, very accepting of people. Like whatever, I guess I could be friends with anyone.
Yeah.
I'm very accepting of anybody in any situation, and I think you're the same way.
Yeah.
Um,
That's interesting.
right?
I don't know if I've thought of that, but I certainly.
Don't you think Mike's like really,
Mhm.
accepting and like you just
Huh,
could be friends with anybody,
for sure.
right? Not that I want to be friends with everybody.
Yeah, but that's on the different list. That's on the different. We
You know
haven't
what I
gotten to the
mean?
different list.
I'm nice there and I'm accepting and I could be friend, but it's not necessarily like I want to get them all the time and whatever. But yes. And then the other thing, I know this is superficial, but I can't, or not. I can't. I think of you when I eat French fries. We both love French fries, and you too.
Yes.
Every time I turn on YouTube and French fries, you eat French fries, I think of Mike.
Man, if I could be known for you two and
Yes.
French fries, that'd be a pretty good thing.
Yeah, and I guess the orderly thing too.
All right, so three things that make us different.
See, I had an easier time with that.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
very
we're
similar.
right,
We're pretty different people.
Yeah. But Mike, when I was thinking about this, and I was telling these guys, I was thinking, oh my God, that's my husband. Like, when I was thinking of all the things
That make you different.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm describing my husband,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, you can go first.
Okay, so I said, I can't really be happy in a group without animating the discussion. If I'm not a core part of the dialogue, I don't feel satisfied. I don't feel fun. I don't feel like I'm engaged. So if I'm on the sidelines, I will have a good time, but I won't have a great time. I feel
Wow.
like you could have,
That sounds exhausting to me.
right, I feel like you could have a ton of fun over a long dinner
With one person.
with watching the other people have fun
Right?
and not feel the need to
Never.
jump in, tell a joke, whatever.
No. Yeah.
So I think that's different. Like our path to a great time
Mm-hmm. It's very
looks very different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was one.
Mm-hmm.
Big circle versus small circle. We talked about this, right? I want the waitress and the waiter and the person on the block, and more people is better.
Yeah.
And you want smaller circle and
Yeah.
happy with that, and never dissatisfied, right? Always happy. And then my last one was, it's just kind of it's how we dress, it's how we approach things, it's how we, not tonight, obviously. It's how we approach things, about our lives. I think I tend to, on one side, be sort of a little bit flamboyant, a little loud, and I like to stir it up. I don't really like things to be calm and comfortable. I kind of like to stir it up.
Yeah.
And I had you going probably a little more conservative, simpler,
Yeah.
and blend it in
Right.
as opposed to stir it up.
Right.
So those were my three things: how we have fun, the circle of friends, and then how we kind of are.
Right. I would say that's accurate.
Yeah.
Right. I had as different is that, yeah, like you like to lead and motivate and bring out the best in others. And I would rather be the one behind the scenes supporting and making the others look great.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a behind the scenes person. And let's see, the whole thing about likes, lots of friends and relationship oriented, whereas I'd rather just have a few good friends and
Yep.
spend, like you were talking about at a dinner party, I would be happy sitting at the end of a table talking with one person the whole night.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
care about meeting everybody.
Yeah.
I would rather talk to, somebody I'm really close with and spend that quality time.
But
with
even
them.
if the four of us who had went to dinner the other night in San Jose, if you didn't, I looked around and I'm like, if Jen didn't even participate in the discussion, I could see you over there just happy.
Yeah,
Like you don't need to actually go, oh hey, what about this or what about that? You can
Yeah.
be really happy without whatever. I'm saying animate, but like really deeply engage in it.
yeah. I'm more of a listener than right. Yeah, exactly. And then, let's see, you have more of a sense of curiosity and trying new things, whereas I'm more routine, order, used to the same old, so kind of
Yeah.
boring.
Not boring.
No, but so our lists are pretty.
Yeah.
We came up with
Very
a pretty similar lists.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay, so the thing I wish I had, and I would say I admire it for sure, but if I had it, I think I could be a happier person, and that is in effect in some of what we said. If I could, I admire your ability to have great happiness without having to be in the middle of it. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I could sit back and enjoy a scene, enjoy a group of people enjoying themselves. I wish I could do that. Life would be so much easier if I could just sit
yeah.
back. I can't get joy from that. I wish I could.
See, and that's what I admire about you, because I feel like when you said that, just like going through the toll booth and, wanting to make that person smile or whatever.
Sure.
I mean, that's gotta be exhausting. Like, if you go through your whole day, like, trying to make everybody happy and like, I wish I was more like that. I feel like I'm cordial to everybody,
Of
but
course.
I'm not like
Yeah.
outwardly trying to,
But the definition of an extrovert, that's what gives me energy.
Right.
You hear it and you're like, oh, that sounds like a drain of
Yeah,
energy. And I hear
that's
it and I'm like,
exhausting.
let's see if I can make somebody stay.
Right, right. But what I also admire about you is I feel like you, when you talk to somebody, you are so zoned in
Yeah.
and you are very much want to get to know that person and just take in everything about them, and like you're very very into relationships, which I admire, you know, and you make the other person feel very seen, you know. So I think that's very admirable.
That means a lot.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sweet. So,
Thank you. My life is better because you're in it. Thank
ah, thank you. Yeah, that's
Cheers.
very-
you. Julie cut us off a little too soon for us to say
Yeah,
that.
you
But
know.
Ken,
Would you like to smooch on camera just for
Ken, you want to bring it
posterity?
in for a
Yeah.
wrap around?
One last time.
All right, man.
Awesome.